It's over. And I don't just mean my week, because that's not over. It's only Wednesday. What's over, Zaz? It's not how beautiful you look.
Oh, thank you.
I'll never get over that.
Usually I feel like I just look so confident, but I appreciate the beauty mark as well.
It's staggering.
Thank you.
What's over is the NFL is no longer interested in being a sports league. They're done with it. Roger Goodell, with what I consider to be the quote of the year, maybe the decade, when he said it privately, but it's now public, that he's not competing with Major League Baseball and the NBA anymore. Forget it. He's competing with Google and Apple. I was despondent beyond repair because I was trying to catch the NFL as part of MLB. Now he's done a deal with ESPN, and he is on his way. The separator of all separators, where now, if his franchises aren't worth $10 billion, forget the Lakers, he's going for more and more and more, and he's going to get there.
Yeah, this is a $1 trillion enterprise now. Very complicated deal because it's being positioned as ESPN owns NFL Network, but really what's happening is the NFL now owns a pretty decent-sized chunk of ESPN, and there are a ton of indicators right now that Disney is looking to spin off ESPN, and if that is the case, and if that happens soon, the NFL and its owners stand to make a lot of money.
Dave, I don't think that they can compete with the Googles and the Apples of the world until they come out with their own email, right? If I get NFL email, now I'm in.
Hang on a second. Slow it down for me, David.
Tony at NFL.com.
You're great at this. Explain it to me like I'm 10 years old and I'm an NFL fan. How does this change my football? How does this change my ESPN? And then how does this change my NFL long term?
I'd like you to reach into your right pocket and see if you have $29.99.
Definitely don't.
And I'd like you to have to do that every month, one time. Because
what does that get me?
That's a great question. It gets you the new ESPN DTC.
It's a bundle, though, right? It also comes with the Hulu and Disney Plus.
The $29.99 is going to be just this ESPN.
Oh,
Now,
so it'll be a little bit more
deals.
with the bundle then. Okay.
Bundles are funny. You're a bundle guy?
Love a bundle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like bundles.
Who doesn't?
Why
We're
like
all
a
bundle guys. You're a bundle guy, I'm a bundle guy.
Why wouldn't I want a bundle?
I almost signed up for Walmart Plus the other because they told me you get Paramount Plus as part of
Oh,
my
I have
Walmart
it.
Plus
Oh,
subscription.
that's
Like
a bundle right there.
I don't even know how
That's a
often
good bundle.
That's what I was thinking because I have Paramount Plus and that I'm paying like $7.99 a month or something. But if I get a Walmart Plus, I get
Yeah.
Walmart Plus and Paramount Plus. I don't know what I get with Walmart Plus, but 2 pluses?
Hey, David, you're on an island on your own here.
I have to understand, do any of you keep track of your bundles?
No.
Hell yeah.
Of course I do.
I always see that app that's like, hey, you should get this. It helps you keep track. I don't have that.
Nah. Just tell me how much money I get to keep in my checking
So,
account.
David, if I am somebody who grew up with cable television, is this very different than saying, hey, now if you want to watch football, you have to add a $29.99 sports package?
Well, ESPN is trying to make it now that they want you to want the $29.99, so they're offering all these things. They just announced this morning that you're now going to get wrestling. If
Hell
you're a
yeah.
wrestling guy,
Wait. So $29.99, I get NFL Red Zone and all the big pay-per-views for wrestling?
there's going to be a separate
Oh, yeah,
digital
baby.
Red
That's
Zone,
not bad.
baby.
Oh, wait, so that doesn't include Red Zone.
It's a special kind of Red Zone.
I don't like that.
Oh,
But it's
how do
not.
you
I heard
know?
it's not commercial free anymore. 7 hours of commercial free
What?
football's dead.
No one likes I thought people your age were fine with commercials now.
No, not when if you initially tell me commercial free, you can't go back on that.
Exactly right.
People
What
are
is it,
going
Scott
back
Hansen?
everywhere.
7 straight hours of
Yeah.
partially commercial-free football.
That doesn't flow as well.
What about the side-by-side commercials?
I'm good with that.
Where they say, we'll be right back in 30 seconds, but you keep a camera on the game during the timeout, but you're
I move over to another game. Titans Bills are playing. I go over there.
That seems like a banger this year.
It is going to be.
What a quarterback matchup. Oh, speaking of the Bills.
So that's the biggest difference there, David, is just a matter of consumer, hey, you want to watch football, we're throwing another $30 bill into your life.
So really, the NFL has actually kept 4 extra games of inventory in this deal, and no one's talking about it.
Go on.
NFL Network used to have 7 games. Now, the NFL Network that is ESPN only has 3 games, which means
Plus Monday Night
that
Football.
there are 4. I'm talking about NFL Network. I'm talking about inventory. When you're talking cash, what do you need for cash? Inventory. The NFL has 4 extra games to go sell right
But
now.
you used to have to pay for NFL Network to watch those games. So this is no different then, right?
I'm not saying that that's not interesting. It's obviously an interesting detail of the deal. I'm just saying, as a football consumer, I'm not really telling the difference if I'm watching it on the NFL Network, if I'm watching it on ESPN. Maybe the announcers are different and whatnot. But in terms of a big shift, that's not going to be one of them, right? So what about the ESPN part of it? Is it just more questionable or questioning their journalism now because they're even further in bed with the NFL?
Listen, that is something that we talked about on today's Nothing Personal. That's a big issue. Bob Iger came out in the announcement, Izzy, and said, don't you worry. The journalistic integrity, that is going to stand. And I was thinking to myself, if you're Don and you were doing the investigations that he was doing with
Don
the
Van
NFL,
Natta.
do you think he feels good about his job security? I'm not exactly sure the
DVN
NFL
does. I mean,
would
what
have
are we talking
great.
about here?
I mean, maybe him, but I got to tell you, you own 10% of a company. You are not going to sit there and criticize Jerry Jones for 4 hours on ESPN networks. I'm worried about the journalistic integrity, as you all should be, if that's where you get your journalism.
Yeah, but fans/viewers, they don't care about that. Like that's an us thing. We're interested in that stuff. Fans who are sitting on their couch, they don't care about the journalistic integrity.
People love PTFO. They just did a 7-figure deal rumored.
Yeah, but isn't there a difference between PTFO is also that's entertaining too. Like Pablo's doing a different brand of journalism, okay? When we're talking about someone like Don Van Natta,
That's right.
That's like, not that Pablo doesn't do serious topics, but that's like hard-hitting stuff that I don't think fans really, well, I mean, some fans do, but the majority of fans, I think they just want their entertainment.
I wouldn't worry about Don Van Natta being fired.
Right,
for
I'm just using
example,
it as an
because
example.
if I'm ESPN, I'm keeping them in close. I'm not letting him go somewhere else where he can do investigative journalism somewhere else because he's really good at it. He'll figure out what he's going to figure out regardless. I'd rather have him under, quote, my control.
But you think like fans want all the juicy details?
I think
of-
different fans want different things. I want to know if I happen to be reading a story on the NFL through ESPN that it is legitimate, that it is not something I have to question. Otherwise, I will just go strictly to other outlets. But I don't think it affects my ESPN viewership on the other side where I'm not going to get the $29.99 package because those are two different things.
I think the fans of the NFL outweigh the fans of journalism by a lot.
I think that's what I'm saying.
They outweigh, what we're learning is fans of the NFL pretty much outweigh every other entity. Maybe it's true fans of NFL are greater than fans of Apple. Is that what Roger Goodell is saying is going to happen? There'll be more NFL fans than people with iPhones?
One more question. You say when he's going to compete with the Googles and whatnot, again, what does that mean for me? Not just maybe right now, but in the long term, because, you know, obviously a monopoly or anything that strong is dangerous. It's not something you really want. So how does that affect me in the long term or even in the short term?
Unless you're interested in buying a team, I'm not sure it's going to impact you as a fan because I use my iPhone every day and I'm not all that interested in when Apple became a $300 billion business annually or a $200 billion business annually. There's a price point for iPhones. I know the game they play where your battery starts running out when they're ready for you to buy
yeah,
a
that's
new
a real
iPhone.
thing, right?
I'm ready for...
There was a lawsuit.
There was a lawsuit.
I got 8 cents for that.
Wait.
It's less so of a thing
It doesn't matter whether it's a thing because
because
I
it was
have
illegal.
eyes wide open. So it's the same thing when you're watching CNN or Fox, you have your eyes wide open. Oh, there's going to be a bias here. So I know that Apple is doing things that I don't like. I know TikTok is doing things I don't like, but the reason I engage with it is I make that choice. And so my eyes are wide open, and that's all we can do is inform people. The NFL, all they're doing by saying they want to be Apple and Google, they're going to need some products other than football. Apple and Google, what they did is they expanded. You talk about email. Tony, you nailed it.
NFL email.
It can't. NFL email has to be just the tip of the iceberg because that's a
Lock
funny
in that
thing.
handle.
I'm telling you, Tony at NFL.com.
The problem is that's actually what the employees at the NFL
they
have.
can
Yeah,
get
that's
something
taken
different.
already. There's
Nah,
a
but-
Tony that works at
Yes.
NFL.
I think he'll get it.
Thank you.
10-day Tony at NFL.com.
Ah, now we're talking.
That's
Okay.
got to be available.
That's for sure. I'm gonna look it up.
There's all sorts of. Do you remember all the companies that started with email? Like, does anyone have an AOL email anymore?
I do. Yep.
I had
And I use it.
I had an at EXPN email. That was the extreme sports version of ESPN. They were giving away free ESPN EXPN emails, and that was like my first.
You felt like a big deal when you got it, right?
Yeah.
Did it
Okay.
take?
Can you email me at pluckyduck@expn.com?
I believe email, as you know, that's funny, Tony. I don't think that is when you tend to compete with Apple and Google. That's just an ancillary thing. But what it does is it's data collection. So imagine if the NFL had all of the data from all of the NFL fans who are watching, because that's really, when you look at what Google and Apple are doing and the way their share price continues to go up and their revenue goes up, they know everything we want and everything we do. That's the power. And so, Izzy, if you want to be scared, if you're scared of that, I think it's already here, and the NFL just wants to be part of it.
I just like having better access to NFL Red Zone. It's like I feel like every year it's a bitch to figure out, how do I get this? How do I get it this year? How do I get it this year? But now it's all right. ESPN's going to tell me exactly how I can get my Red Zone.
It's a Google search, Sass.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, but he's right about that. It's like I have Hulu bundle, so it's like I got to add the sports package, and then I got to make sure that the channel's on, and if it's not on, I got to turn it on.
I find it confusing.
But now, is it going to be just on ESPN 1? Like I'm going to turn on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and all of a sudden Scott Hansen's going to be there, or no?
Now I'm more confused because like before I knew, like I have Hulu also. I just go to Hulu and I say add the sports package, and I do that for like 6 months, $10, whatever it is, and then at the end,
you got that bundle?
I
Of course I got that bundle.
Like I have YouTube TV, which has ESPN. So shouldn't I just get
I don't
NFL
know.
Red Zone
Well, now that's
by
the
having
thing.
YouTube
Yeah,
TV?
I don't know.
Do I add it with Hulu? Does ESPN now provide it? Because I have the ESPN Plus. Then once this ESPN Super Plus, whatever comes out, like,
Explain it, David.
Does that get rid of my
You're still gonna
ESPN
be
Plus
okay.
bundle? Like, am I going to have channels? Am I not going to have channels? Like, someone tell me what's going on here. The season starts in like 3 weeks, and I don't know what I need to do. Now there's wrestling involved. I don't give a about that. Like, just tell me what I do about Red Zone. That's in 2026, so at least I know that. But, like, what do I do, David? What do I do?
What's he do?
What do I do, David?
I think we have to play the music, don't we? Because that's what today is. Where are we?
Honestly, I forgot it was Wednesday.
What is Wednesday?
Can anyone pay attention to what the day is? Because it just happened.
GQ's
happened?
birthday?
Yeah, it's GQ's
No, that's
birthday.
tomorrow.
We
That's
have a
tomorrow,
dog
guys.
whipping
That's
about the
tomorrow.
office. There's like just a
Almost
bunch
tripped
going
on the dog. But today is a Wednesday,
Oh,
and Billy doing what Billy should.
Ash Wednesday. Oh,
That's in
Hold on to
spring.
your hats, partners. It's about to get wild.
stop that.
Outrageous. Billy, I want you to just stay calm at all times. That should be your only goal. Because when it comes to finding your football or finding any, how do you find a channel? You go to the guide, you go to the thumbnail, and it's there. Don't worry about your bundling. Your Red Zone is going to be on your Hulu. It's going to be on your YouTube. It's the extra app for when you're streaming, for when you're on the go. You'll get your digital Red Zone if you don't want to authenticate through Hulu or YouTube.
Okay, final question, I promise, on this subject. Does it affect me going to a bar and being able to watch any game that I want to?
The bars will have it. That's just what you got to assume.
So the whole bar situation is a great one because they steal stuff. And it doesn't make me happy.
Are you smiling?
Now I don't care because now I enjoy it. But when you're in the game, there was always the thought that they had to pay in order to show, because what we would argue is that is a view. It's like showing a movie. You can watch a movie.
I'm not going to let you
I
do
regret
this.
asking this question.
Don't let them ruin the fun of
For
going to
real.
a bar and them
They got
having the UFC
DirecTV.
fight.
They got all the games. Don't
Stop
worry about it.
Stop that.
Sound a little
You don't,
snitchy.
you don't need
totally
to do that.
fine,
you,
Izzy.
you don't need to do that.
Just saying, don't worry.
There aren't
That's the answer I
UFC
was hoping
enforcement
for.
agents walking into like, hey, B-Dubs doesn't have this partnership. What's going on over here? Don't ruin the fun, man.
Oh, is it? What about finding the non-licensed apparel guys next to the ballpark?
Let them sell.
Oh, come on. There's
What?
no way.
What are you
There's
pointing
no
at me?
way.
Gotta want to earn.
Thank you.
Yeah.